Welcome to Relate with Miss Lisa and Ruben. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Lisa and Mr. Ruben. Alrighty then, let's just do it. Take a listen to episode 2 of season 6. We're calling it RESPECT, Respect. Listen to this relatable, transparent segment of Miss Lisa and Ruben.
Recording. So there's going to be respect.
Is that not important in a relationship?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's necessarily something we have trouble with.
I'm not saying that it's not important. Of course, respect is always important. Respect determines the validity of the relationship. So let me stop it right here. Hello, Miss Lisa.
Hey, love.
How are you doing today?
I am doing wonderfully well, thank you.
We had quite a day, didn't we?
Yes, we did. We had a wonderful morning, a wonderful breakfast, and an interesting afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Sure did. And we were really talking about respect. You mentioned respect. You said you want to talk about respect. That can really be a deep subject if you're not careful. You really get in the weeds with that. But we'll keep it PG.
Well, I don't know about getting in the weeds, but I think that is just another tool we need to make sure that we have in our tool belt as we march towards constructing and maintaining good relationships. I think it's very important that there is mutual respect in the relationship. Some people might have difficulty even comprehending respect.
Mm. Well, if you can't comprehend respect, how do you know when respect is given? How do you know how to give respect? How do you know how to receive respect? How important is respect in a relationship, Ms. Lisa? Honestly.
Well, I can only speak for myself.
Okay.
And I think respect is very important on every level. If I am verbalizing my opinion on a topic to you, I would like to be heard. I think that is an aspect of respect. You being respectful enough to allow me to speak my mind, but also respectful enough to listen to what I have to say. You're not just blowing me off.
That's a good point.
You can be respectful of the other person's time. If we have maybe agreed to meet at a certain point at a certain time, then honor that. I think to not honor it would be a sign of disrespect. I'm here waiting. I haven't received a phone call or a text message or anything to say that you're late. And I'm looking at the clock and it's like, okay, well, an hour has gone by. I haven't heard from him. So I think that's just an example of how we can be respectful of each other's time.
Yeah, because I can imagine if that was to happen and you twist that around and an hour has gone by and I haven't heard from you and I've been waiting to hear from you. And yeah, I can see how that would really change the narrative. I can see that.
And even respectful of, each other's jobs or professions. I think some of that goes into communication. For instance, even when I stop working in the field, I do still have to come home and do some work.
Mm-hmm.
So, I try to let you know, okay, I got to take care of this before I can move on to that, so that you are aware, because I want to be respectful of your time and whatever other commitments we have made.
Well, that goes double for me. I don't want to even disrupt anybody's time, and I want to be respect anybody's time and space, because I want them to respect mine.
Do unto others.
You do unto others as you do unto yourself. Exactly. So, I'm going to respect you because I want the same from you. It doesn't matter if I want to judge if you deserve it or not. If I want you to respect me, then I'm going to have to respect you. So a give and take. It always has been. I can't see you respecting a person that don't respect you. It's like that's the same way of loving someone who don't love you. And how many people are guilty of that? It exists, but it's not helping you. It's not helping the situation. It's not helping either party. So I don't ever want things to be so misconstrued or misunderstood where your only option is to disrespect me. I'm out after that, because you can't. I just don't believe you can change from disrespecting to someone to just start respecting them all of a sudden. You're still going to have that. Whatever caused you to disrespect them in the back of your head is still going to be there. So I don't know. It's best you maintain that respect.
And how important it is for you to treat your partner with respect, especially when you're around other family members or your friends.
Yeah. A lot of this people already know. So it's like, we're talking about it because it's a real thing. People are not respecting, especially now in the hot climate we're in now. Nobody's respecting each other. They they're attacking you because of their beliefs, what they think you should be doing. You shouldn't be in the same arena they are in. It's such disrespect that's going on that nobody. The grown-ups in the room need to stand up and just take control. Take everybody back to the days where we respected each other, which helped us to get along with each other. Because disrespect can lead to so many things, and it just doesn't. It's just not worth it. So,
I was just thinking back to when I was growing up, and if you were a child, we were taught that not only did you respect your parents, but you respected anyone who was older than you, any adult that was older than you.
Respect your elders.
And it didn't matter if they were black, white, green, or yellow.
Yeah, that's a Southern thing, though. I think that's a Southern thing. I'm not sure if that's, everywhere, but nevertheless, yeah, respect your elders. You start with that. That's when you learn how to respect, because if as a child, you learn to respect your elders. So you learn what respect was as a child, because you knew what happened as a child if you disrespected your elders. If you didn't, that was that backhand coming across your face to remind you, oh no, you need to respect me. So it's a phrase now that I like. I said, put some respect on my name. And that's right. If I have been successful at A, B, and C and done this and without anybody's help, when you speak of me, put some respect on my name. So, but, that's important. Respect is, we all got to do it. There's no ifs, ands, but if you don't respect the person you with now, trust me, the next one gonna let you know. You reap what you sow.
So I think respect is something we all know of. Maybe it's something some of us need to polish off or just again reflect to ensure that we are respecting our partners as our partners, respecting their time, respecting their obligations to help us maintain a healthy relationship. And communication is key. Communication is always key. That's just one of the basic foundations, I think, of relationships. How important is it if you feel like you're being disrespected? Do you point that out to that individual?
That's a good one. Depends on if I respect that individual.
Come on now.
But no, that's true. I mean, it's like, I don't think I would point it out on someone who I didn't really care that much about. I don't care if they respect me or not. I really don't care much about them. You know, I mean, I care if I hear something bad happen to them. I would care. Like, and I would go do what I can to help them. But other than that, I wouldn't try to change their opinion about me or change their respect about me. If you don't respect me, fine. You know, you just hope you never live to see the day that you're gonna ask me for something. Now, those I do care about and love and respect, I'm gonna let them know, hey, that was disrespectful what you did to me. You know, to see if they really meant to do that. Was it really a sign of disrespect, or you just tripped over yourself, made a little accident? If your explanation shows to be that, hey, you know, it was intentional, it'll be hard to come back from that, because I don't think you can turn. I really, that's probably just me, but I don't think you turn that around. Once you realize, okay, someone overtly disrespected you, I'm not going to wait and see. Let me see if I can change her mind or his mind. I'm not going through all that trouble. Maybe in my younger days I would have gone through all that trouble, but I'm older now, and stuff like that seems foolish to me. I just let it be, because that's in the same category to me as trying to force someone to love you because you love them at a certain level. So they should love you the same way. Well, it may not happen that way. They may not love you the way you love them. They may be on their way to it, or maybe it never happens. Their love for you may be mediocre compared to yours. Or do you really love them if you're really judging how much they love you? Why are you spending more time judging? If you know you're doing the right thing, just keep doing the right thing. Blessings come to those who wait and do the right thing. I just added that last part to it, but it's true. So I don't see myself wasting a lot of time on someone that overtly disrespects me. I'm just gonna let it roll off my back and slowly back away, slowly disappear. What are you gonna be asking? And not too long. Where's Ruben? Anybody seen Ruben? It's not worth the fight. Disrespect is so personal. Respect or disrespect is so personal. I'm not sure I want to even waste any energy getting in that fight. Let it be. Obviously, I'm not the only one that person will be. Obviously, that's just the way they are. They're going to disrespect a lot of people.
So we do agree that respect is very important in any relationship, whether it's personal or not, even professionally.
Even professionally, more so professional.
You know, that is very important and vital in relationships.
I agree.
So any more to say about respect, the importance of respect in a relationship?
The importance is make sure you know that you can recognize it when it's happening, and don't just let it keep happening. You can do something about it, whether you let them know about it or not. You can let them know about it, or you can just ignore it, slowly back away to the point where you don't even engage with them like that anymore. But it's important to understand when it's happening and when it's not happening. So don't worry yourself silly. Don't be anxious. Be anxious for nothing. Supplication and prayer, everything. So that's all I got to add on that. That's such a touchy subject. I don't.
Touchy, but it is very important.
It is important. That's what I'm talking about.
Just like you said, if one person feels like they're being disrespected and they don't acknowledge that behavior, number one, it's not going to stop. And number two, it could get worse. And that certainly is not going to help that particular relationship grow at all. So you're looking at sowing the seeds of discord. Sometimes there are topics that we don't want to approach because, as you pointed out, it can be touchy. But if, even the Bible tells us to do all things with love. So if you love that person and you really feel like you're being disrespected, that's a conversation that needs to take place, right?
Right. That's true.
Or as you mentioned previously in another podcast, write them a letter. if you don't feel like you can sit down and have that verbal face-to-face confrontation, so to speak, then, put your thoughts and your heart into the written word.
Not a text. I said not a text.
Not a text message.
An actual letter where they can see your handwriting, bad or good. And it's on paper. And they may want to cherish it. Because who writes handwritten letters anymore?
That is true. It's becoming a lost art, letter writing.
Right.
So that's one way, that you can approach it if you feel like you're in a situation like that, being disrespected, and you don't know how to bring that to the attention of your partner. Maybe writing that letter is one way to do it. So every relationship is different. Every dynamic within a relationship is different. And only you will know how to properly approach your partner about any respect issues.
Sounds good.
All right, then.
Sounds like we covered that pretty well.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Do you respect me?
I do. Do you respect me?
I totally respect you. That's why I'm doing this podcast with you.
All right, love. Well, that's all I have. So I would just say happy dating out there. Happy relationships.
Happy relationships and date happy and Merry Christmas and all of that, y'all. And we'll talk to y'all soon. As I mentioned, be looking out for our podcast while we're on the cruise. What day do we start that cruise, Miss Lisa?
December 23rd.
December 23rd, we will be in the open ocean, y'all. Firing up the podcast, maybe on a balcony. You hear the water in the background and all that. May even take a few pictures and put online, and we'll give y'all the online information to go look at us cutting up.
Trying to break out that Speedo, are you?
I'm gonna wear my Speedo, man. I'm wearing my Speedo, putting all my junk in there.
Oh.
But anyway, y'all happy dating, as you say, and date happy, as I say. And we'll talk to y'all later. Until next time, folks.
Join us again for another transparent, exciting, and opinionated episode of Relate with Miss Lisa and Ruben. Okay, family, happy dating.